two-base lineup pull out a game.
I really do like simply based draft. I think it's good. They have done a lot better than the other teams that we've seen drafting against these upper echelon teams. However, Warlock plus Mars is unbeatable. Well, you have to ban the Mars, I think.
You know, I love Lifestealer, but when you get to mid to late game, Spectre is just. So I'm going to go with Quincy Crew begrudgingly here because the Axe I am very excited for, but PA would have been better.
Let's go ahead and get ourselves into a break because when we come back, we have to see if Simply Two-Base can somehow pull out the upset. We have Trent and PPD to bring you the...
Prepare for battle.
Top is missing.
You have learned nothing.
That was I am shocked. I said good day, sir. Axe misjudged. I sense.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second series of the evening. Trent, joined here by Mr. Welcome to the show. We got the Quincy Crew versus Two-Base, and they're already duking it out right now.
Oh no, he's going to get leap. He's dying.
This is the very definition of first blood. 30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, big respect to that one. Don't ruin your early game. I guess to be fair, at least you can at least like snipe couriers and stuff these days, but
Level 0.
you don't want to be that guy that turfs the lane.
Minute 0 is always just a disaster. It's like every patch is just different, right? It's like, where's the best place to be at minute 0? And now it's like this huge shuffle around the mid lane from all 10 heroes.
Yeah, and with it being nighttime now too, something that was just brought back like relatively recently, it's complete chaos.
10 players
really
compete for ultimate glory.
Dive into our monkeys. They put the protective arrow there. It gives Monkey rune.
Yep, 3 runes.
He'll just run away. Nice. Okay, Flea. So there you go, guys. You didn't skill leap, and here's 1 extra rune for them.
Yeah, and First Blood didn't go to mid, which is good. However, it did go to Spectre.
True. Fair point.
Which is not great.
She's also hanging out with her best friend here, the Warlock. Excellent lane pairing. You know, Warlock just sits in the back, throws out some heals. You got any thoughts on this here Axe that the panel was discussing at great length here and its new abilities?
I don't know. I think they were just like looking for a stun hero that monkeys like to play. I don't think it's particularly great against Warlock, which is kind of what they saw. And yeah, it's really bad against Spectre in the game. So hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, level 2 feels like it's going to be really rough if LOA has the bonds and then just throws on the Shadow Word, because like you want to play in the creeps, right? An issue.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just, but also like in the mid game, you think about like Axe is going to blink in and or he's not going to blink in, right? He's going to get hit by Haunt, and then he's going to blink in maybe and get Fatal Bonds into Warlock ult.
Yeah, he has a lot of big AoE abilities to contest with the blink for sure.
It's mid lane, though.
We got Lesh versus the Void Spear here. Lesh is kind of popping off lately. I feel like I'm seeing it more in the off lane than in the mid, but tends to get picked like a little bit early in the drafts, maybe flex around a little bit. Overall, I mean, it's Quinn. Kind of expecting him to do very well in the mid lane, but this looks a nice matchup.
Yeah, he's pretty solid, just like ranged hero. He's pretty strong in lane. Obviously, like Edict is incredibly good at pushing towers, which is kind of the benefit of the hero. And I think that's one of the counters to the Void Spirit mid is the tower pushers like Death Prophet, Dragon Knight, Leshrac, because this Void Spirit, you know, he gets a rune and he wants to rotate, but Leshrac's just going to take your tower if you do that.
And these towers, they feel harder and harder to take some of these patches, but Leshrac just makes it so easy. I mean, we see everyone just sneak their way into that little tree line there by the tier 1 Radiant, and they just like burn it down if you ever leave the lane.
Yeah, I don't know if you can even do that anymore, can you?
Yeah, no, it still works. Still very annoying.
Out of the suicide Leshracs that are just death pushing towers with Edict, hoping nobody reacts.
Bottom lane, we have MSS contesting with the Nyx Assassin. Not much an Oracle can really do about this. There's plenty of HP regen, 4.6 right now. Anything going on top lane, Monkey's having to TP out there as he was caught by those bonds, but yeah, he'll just try and bully a little bit. And Lelis on the Axe, one of the most popular heroes so far in this patch, and for good reason. Tends to get picked up pretty early in the drafts, and it just seems like a hero that can really enable you once he hits level 6 to kind of take objectives around the map with team fights.
Yeah, I think you meant Mars, but Mars is
Out of my
yeah,
way!
Mars is one of those like very almost like utility offlaners where he plays well against most matchups, and they did pick it blind here. It was the last pick lifestealer, so Mars will get level 6, eventually get a blink dagger, and just kind of be like a glorified support at some point, depending on how well his game is going. But good team fight, and yeah, solid frontliner.
Yeah, we often get the Jug or the Lifestealer like right away when the Axe does get picked. So, or usually you'll see it picked in the first phase and they ban those two just so they can't like rage or spin out.
It's an Axe
Sorry.
again, man. Like,
What is wrong with me?
You're tripping up there now.
It's the big red guy, I guess. I don't know. I'm traditionalist. I can't handle this new giant red hero.
I feel like I haven't seen the old Axe in so long. Everybody's got this, the Immortal or whatever, right?
Yeah, this naked man just running around all the time.
Yeah, it's an alright
Very
hero, though.
intimidating, you know.
I've seen it a couple times this patch, so. Oh, they're actually trying to gank him here. Never mind.
Not quite, not quite.
Yeah, that's rough, man. They both rotated for that rune and they didn't get it. Now Quinn's gonna get both runes. Sad.
Yeah, Annihilate, not a lot you can do. All right, someone go die, I guess. That's usually how you get your bottle filled. Or you can just wait a couple minutes for our numerous bounties that spawn these days.
Yeah, but the bounty's not going to spawn till 6 minutes, right?
Yep.
And yeah, and that probably means that Lesh is going to have the upper hand due to the bottle refills, and that probably means that Lesh is going to get the 6-minute rune utilized along with the catapult that spawns at 5 minutes and potentially, have some major impact.
Sounds like you're describing a snowballing effect from a single rotation into the mid lane.
And the 5-minute catapult is kind of early. Like a lot of the side laners, the supports, like this patch does seem very like lane heavy. So the supports don't rotate. I mean, the supports can rotate mid, but I think oftentimes they're better suited just to stay on their side lanes and make sure that those are going well. But definitely like that 10-minute catapult is a great timing for Lesh to start mowing down some tier 1s.
Tower is in danger.
Yeah, and if there are early rotations for the Void Spirit, there's a chance that Lesh gets that big damage on the mid tier 1. So then the 10-minute catapult might be a push on a side lane too, potentially.
Yeah, that's any lane where the catapult lives. From 5-minute catapults are coming out now, but it might be. Oh, Emprian's in trouble here.
Yeah, I Annihilate as well. Quinn just pushing him in there with the ulti is at the same time as you mentioned they do get the kill down bomb with the Mars and the Oracle.
Oh yeah, this is what Monkey's talked about in his pregame interview, like stopping
Dyer's
those
courier
early
has
catapult
been
pushes,
killed.
right?
One
Courier.
side's missed
It just walked
is
right
the
into
other's
him.
cunning.
That's the way.
Mid lane at the same time, Waffles is having to Annihilate. He is very low. Will fall to 2 fail there from MSS. But yeah, meanwhile, while we're watching this, Monkeys is dragon creeps all the way back to the tier 3, kills LOA's courier, now is on the run. So yeah, there's that interruption, and has the Vanguard done at 6 minutes. Not bad, considering the lane he's up against.
No, definitely not. And Axe is quite good against these like ranged 5s that can't really stop him from wave pulling. But they're going to
have one of those expensive TPs though, and yeah, they're just bringing in Quinn.
Lesh is boarding and Lesh is fast. He's got boots. Monkeys doesn't.
All right, Monkeys, good luck on your Roach deny.
Okay.
Fists fail me.
Nice. Yes, the
They
magic.
actually did it! And now the turn!
My fiends.
Yuar's in here too. They still have the haunt for potential chase down after another arrow comes through, catches Yuar. Still pretty tanky though. He is a Spectre. Starts to walk by MSS now bullying. Everyone's just dropping low as Quinn continues to chase Annihilate. He's level 6. Will fall to the Pulse Nova.
Leshrac is so fast. 370. Like, I was like,
With
this
just
Void,
brown boots.
yeah, Void Spirit has 340. He was just getting run down.
And after all that mess, we have almost everyone in the game getting involved. Just our two friends in the bottom lane of the Myers and the Lifestealer sort of ignoring everything. And by far and away the most damage done by Quinn. He did more damage than the entirety of TOOBASED during that engagement. So early Leshrac with a full mana pool, very helpful if you're just going to run around in circles.
I think he's filled his bottle maybe 5 or 6 times already in 7 minutes, and he's going to do it again here with the bounty. So he's having himself a game, which is kind of what we expected right from the rank 1 NA player.
Yeah, I hear he's pretty good. I hear he gets all the runes too, and that's not changing anytime soon, it seems.
Yep, it's very, very important. These are like the biggest objectives in the early game. These are what allow your mid to start rotating and making plays, and they are all over it right now.
Spear back. They couldn't combo it though. They went for something a little flashy there. Maybe could have gone that into an impale into a split earth for potential kill, but Annihilate will live to see another day. As up top though, another big arrow comes out from Flea. They'll catch you are. In the middle of some creeps, Monkeys trying to finish him off here. They have the call, but no, he's going to jump down to the bottom lane. Out of
Boris
there.
is down here with.
Oh, they actually hit the spear too. So that Ghoul Frenzy won't be enough to bring down Uar. But Boris should be just fine. No real concern coming back his way as they start to pick up a couple neutral items now for the Dire side.
Lifestealer's got to be the most boring hero. 2 passives.
And his abilities aren't exactly the most exciting ones either, you know?
Exactly. It's like, let me just right-click more with my abilities.
To their top tower.
Elway getting chased over behind the tower. Some fake arrows here from Flea, those big flappy wings.
Oh,
and he manages to miss it, unfortunately.
Dire's top
But the eventual
tower
chase down
is
will
under
come here. Some bonds thrown out. But even gonna slam him down. Really? Come on, Monkeys. He's trying to jack up the team here. As well as comes in with the arena. Monkey's stuck on the outside next to Quinn. He falls first. But none to be found. The spear will also help give Quinn another kill, putting him up now 3-0-2 in 9 minutes.
Got the fairy trinket as well. It's a very nice item for Lesh, and he's almost got his boots of travel. So it's his farm to keep climbing, and you can see the difference that what's happening in the difference in the mid laners, right? Like Void Spirit has been mid all game, mostly because he hasn't really been able to pick up any runes, and Lesh is getting active and punishing this Axe who rushed this Vanguard, but without boots, without any, he just dies to Lesh, right? The Lesh gets on him.
And now when those boots of travel are done, we're gonna have boots of travel and haunt to follow up on potential vendetta setups as well as just arena setups across the map. So when he's trying to catch up on the side lanes on this Void Spirit, be very dangerous times for Annihilate. Is another rune.
Yes!
It's actually in the bottom, so that will go to Quinn as MSS survives. Able to get back up to the high ground. The spear through, now Quinn's gonna get another one here.
And wow, an
Through
actual
as well with the dagger.
To their
Spectre
bottom
Port
tower.
mid. They're looking to try to get very active.
Yeah, that is that's kind of the Quincy crew hallmark, I suppose, at least from the first season, was this desire to have all their cores fighting from the very beginning of the game. They definitely don't do a lot of totally AFK stuff, a lot of jugs, and so even though Spectre's a harder carry, of course, with the haunt, you're always looking to be involved.
Yeah, but most of the time it's when your ult's up.
Yeah, TPs are a little pricey for that one. I'll give you that one.
You did get the Falcon Blade, which is not an item you see every day on Spectre. It definitely, I think it lends to more aggressive playstyle.
Yeah, Smoke Help is coming. That was a Sentry Ward down, so they spotted MSS
Forces.
with the reduced rate. Now he's trying to drag them over to his allies, but now they're
they're
going
going out
to the stairs.
To nature's finest
There will be a spear in the arena. Inside of Annihilate. Also into an impale. But now they're going to try to put some damage on the Boris, but they don't have enough to finish him. Now Imperium comes through with the Moonlight Shadow. Still has the root and plenty of damage coming through as well from the Purified Flame. So he should get Lelis.
huge.
Yeah, that was really nice too. Quinn coming up trying to follow up on that Vendetta play, but because they had this Sentry down kind of protecting the vision, but as well as these early Vendetta plays from where Boris wants the jungle, that all gets turned around in favor of TOOBASED.
Yeah, they did a really good job of bringing, they actually managed to outnumber Quincy crew for maybe the first time in this game. And as a result, they get 2 huge kills.
Middle tower is under attack.
The Haunt is back up now if they want to try it again, but now in the mid lane, they will catch LOA. That's a freebie. Not yet level 6. He was just about 19 XP away there from getting his up top. Monkeys as well. Surrounded by a couple. Bit hard to escape from this one. Good luck, friend.
He never learns, man. He just keeps being between these 2 towers.
Axe is home, you know?
The rune.
There is little hope for Dire's middle
Been evicted
tower.
several times, but
Fortifying their
yeah,
structures
4
against
heroes
attack.
mid hitting the tower. Very surprised
Dire's
to see
middle tower is
mid
under
for the
attack.
Dire potentially going down first here after what happened with Quinn this game. He's been going all over the map like the Void Spirit wants to be before us now. False
nice
promise
ult.
first. Yeah, kind of hurts to use on a life stealer, but you got to save it. Make sure he gets out. That's what matters. Pull back there onto Quinn, trying to slow down the chase, as they already have the preemptive heals on Quinn too, so he's ready to dive. That is level 3 on the Shadow Word.
The prize
Dota
is
is sometimes
mine.
all about, you know, how many deaths your carry has versus how many deaths
Radiant should
the
look
enemy
to
team's
their
carry
top
has.
tower.
So being able to save him there, that would have been a disaster for Lifesteal to go down like that.
Yeah, he's not a fast farmer, you know, very momentum heavy. It feels awful when you die in this hero because you go back to some jungle camp and you're just
Radiant
clicking
should
it
look
one
to
at a
their
time.
bottom tower.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why people pick him, right? Because he's so hard to kill because of the rage, you know, basically built-in BKB. But if you don't get it
Radiant's
off,
bottom tower
Dire's
is
got a
in
ton of
danger.
stuns, but Oracle's in the right spot, so
An easy
Radiant have
helps.
fortified their
That
structures
tower's going
against
to be
attack.
pretty free down bottom. LOA even walking up there and getting with the battle hunger from monkeys.
however, Oracle will have
Dire's
a
top
much
tower
tougher time
is
later in the
no
game
more.
once the Spectre's online. Spectre's favorite target is those ranged backliners.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
Yeah, especially
is in
because to
danger.
mess with monkeys, yeah, you don't even have to like commit on the monkeys. Just the haunt alone is going to be bad enough.
Complete
The impale into the sphere arena, nice and easy, and despite all that damage they put out, it is now in fact the Radiant that are very likely to lose their tower first here. They'll have to glyph,
fortified their
but
structures
the Moonlight
against
Shadow
attack.
comes out, the haunt is ready, and it looks like Quincy crew want to fight this one. Yasha, Falcon Blade, Duar's ready to get involved, has full mana here too.
14 rune.
True. Monkey's hoping he could grab something there with the sentry. They have their own to cover.
Axe doesn't
Double
feel
miss, so
stronger.
Monkeys gets the arcane, but not the biggest deal. Just more important to keep it away from Quinn.
Okay. Boris going for the Deso. I like it. Armless Deso. Lots of early damage. You know, fight through that Spectre.
Try and finish kills inside of the calls or the Aether pulls, perhaps.
Oh, I definitely like the idea of him being like more early game centric and pushing the tempo because I think if Spectre gets too farmed, I don't really like their chances too much. Really hard for Axe, Oracle, and Mirana to do much versus a farm Spectre, I think.
Stalked a bit here from MSS, giving lots of information. Was maybe hoping for a potential Carapace play there, but doesn't have enough allies. I guess with a Haunt, maybe there is something there, but Monkey's boldly running in.
Yeah, he's looking for farm anywhere.
What?
Come to Axe!
It's okay.
This is
It's
a little
okay.
crazy.
He knows what he's doing. Give him some credit. Let's see what he's up to.
I mean, I'm just going off of past maneuvers in the top lane, but it easily will survive. So he pressures in, wants to get the bounty room, but he draws enough heroes over that, hey, his allies get another one, so it's fine.
Space.
Yeah, and they're chasing after Wallace now, too. They'll have to use the arena to drive back the Oracle. Now the Hawk comes through, and they get the Oracle before the ulti can come down. They will throw down the Golem as well there, though. Now Quinn chasing the damage from the Edict and the Pulse Nova. Everything running through. And that is an easy 3-hero trade. They'll be very happy. The 3 that started that fight versus the Mars will pay as they all fall.
There
Yep,
is
Lifestealer
little
did
hope
live
for
though, and
Radiant's
they did
middle tower.
get the kill, so not a complete disaster for Radiant. However, certainly not good. Oh, look at this Warlock Golem.
Radiant's middle tower is
samurai?
under attack.
Yeah, it's,
Radiant's
pretty
middle
flashy.
tower has fallen.
That almost doesn't look like a Golem.
Yeah, I was trying to find the middle of that fight for a second. It took me a hot minute to figure out where the heck he'd gone. It's like kind of looks like a Doom.
Maybe the new Dota hero as well.
Dropping some big hints, yeah. But that must be what they're up to. Quinn has the Yules, and we got 1700 HP, so... Let's see
Yep.
here. I mean, there's no haunt.
Get
Taking
some!
a 3 line.
Killing spree!
Noble play. I mean, it's actually like 2.8 second duration anyway, so...
Really struggling. You got this early Vanguard, and then you know those couple rotations top from Quinn, and he was just like, "Where do I farm?" You know, it's like he doesn't want to fight until he has Blink, but at this point, it's just so late. You expect your offlaner to have this item so much earlier.
Yeah, and it feels like Boris is kind of relying on him too to maybe get something done. I mean, I guess at the same time, Nightlight's also starting to get things set up as they will have another spear in the mid lane, followed up again by the secondary son of the Impale. And MSS and Laos are just on the same page this whole game, constantly getting the combos.
Yeah, it was a good choice from Laylas to go the Yules.
Radiant's
I think
bottom
it's really
tower is
hard
under
for Void Spirit and Mirana to dodge the spear because he has that item. Whereas if he went Blink, they could potentially get a leap off or whatever Void Spirit spells are called. Dissimulate, right?
It also feels like with the decrease in the range of sentries and as well as it's just being a new map that Nyx has maybe a little bit extra value at the current moment with the Vendetta. Like I feel like I'm seeing more scout prowess out of this hero than I used to.
Yeah, that's
Giving
what.
a little bit more information, then maybe you don't need the blink quite as easy or quite as much. And to go for the dire glyph here, to TP onto Monkey's wave. Oh, he's
Monkeys.
dead. Oh, that's brutal.
80 gold short of the blink dagger.
For enemies.
Catching another L.
MSS.
Share my torment. Doesn't even describe it.
They lost 100 gold too, so he's 200 away. Oh, there's a bounty rune though. Maybe that'll be. He'll be close. He'll be close.
Go for my master.
Deso finished on Lifestealer, so he's pretty much good to go. But I feel like they're still waiting on this blink dagger.
Just their smoke up time though, like the Deso and the blink, and go for the big turnaround play.
Yeah, for sure. They've got Yules on Void Spirits. They've got everything
Die,
they need.
mongrel.
And they really.
Not actually that huge either.
No, it's not terrible. I mean, they're one good fight away from being in the lead. Question is how do they find it, and also how do they win a team fight versus Haunt, Mars Arena, and Warlock Golem?
That is a great question.
Yeah, they kind of need like some fancy Lifestealer play where
Radiant's
Dire uses a bunch of
bottom
damage
tower
on
is
him
in
and he gets
danger.
an infest off at the last second and then gets back in and.
And no one touches Empyrean the whole time.
Radiant's
That would
bottom
also be
tower
nice.
is
That would be
That would be
attack.
good, yeah.
However, I
Yeah,
think
something.
he'd
Radiant structures
probably
are
be dying
fortified.
instantly to the Haunt, but we'll see.
Dire's top tower is under
He's
attack.
actually going. Okay, he's got a blink dagger queued up on Oracle. I would highly suggest not getting that
Dire
item.
should
That
look
thing doesn't
to
do
their
anything
top
versus
tower.
Spectre.
Yeah, I have seen it extremely commonly on Oracles lately, but yeah, like this is like the one hero you definitely don't want
Radiant's
it.
bottom tower is
Yeah, I
in
feel like you always
danger.
want to get like a defensive item against Spectre, whether it be like Glimmer Cape or Ghost Scepter, something that just makes you
Radiant's
not
bottom
die at the
tower
start of
has
fights.
fallen.
You also don't want to just have to like cast your ult on yourself
Allies
every fight.
disappear.
So, all right, here we go. Blink dagger
This
up.
is the infest. They're ready for it. Oh, they're stacked up. They break. They notice they were clumped. And it says comes through. Pops it. Only to call onto the next assassin. Now the arena comes through. The big stun from the golem as well. LOH lean up on that oracle. No ulti off and now the spear on the Boris 2 won't take back. Will they finish up Boris forever? And Boris has nowhere to go. The big split earth cracks through the surface. Boris will be the last to fall in this one. So MSS trades his life for 3. The scanning mission was a great success.
Sort of remind me of the series I casted the cut on Tuesday, I think it was. And they also played against Warlock Mars, and every team fight
Radiant's
kind of looked
middle
like
tower
that team
is no
fight,
more.
where Mars casted Arena, Warlock casted Ultimate, and they won the team fight.
Yeah, I think Jenkins was making that point where he's like, you gotta ban. I think he declared the game over, in fact, when the Mars was picked.
It's a lot of team fight, and they don't really have a great answer for it. I mean, I think if they would have got an
Vanished,
Blink Dagger on
but
Axe,
not
they could have
gone.
kind of maybe tried to make stuff happen
Spoil
when
that shot.
Mars didn't have items and Lesh wasn't as crazy farmed as he is. But
Is their best option now to try and like rush it again and go for something while there's no haunt and there's no arena?
for
and there's
sure,
no-
I think. Yeah,
I mean,
think
arena will be back, but no golem, obviously.
if they have another smoke, they do. I think they should really try and get a pick around the mid lane so they can take down this mid tower. It'll help open up the map and give them access to Dire's triangle.
They're going for it. I know it has an invis rune here, but you have to remember, a lot of sentries down. Actually, they just walked through one. I'm not sure if they had the vision. MSS chasing through. He's going to initiate onto Flea. Oh, but they found Quinn. They jumped through. They want to go for the Warlock first. Now onto Quinn. Frenzy. They got him. Oh, Yule Scepter used there. Just hoping he can make a play, perhaps.
Double kill.
Oh,
Kills him
nice.
now. They move around to MSS as well.
And they
The
Roche.
triple.
And they Roche.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we found ourselves a game.
Going for it.
They got. That was huge. I love that set up by that vision. It's up on the hill there. Been a
Just
long-standing
what are
award
you
there from
hiding,
Empyrean
Rashawn?
over by the pillar. So letting them know what's going on.
very good on them to not be discouraged by the previous team fight. You know, realizing, hey, you know, they used all their ults. Let's make it happen.
Shadows take us.
Now, how delayed will they find themselves as LOA goes for the D ward? There is a sentry near the pit that they haven't
Double
noticed, so this
damage.
Moonlight Shadow does not give them the invincibility
Roshan
they
has
expect.
fallen to the
They will
minion.
clean up that Aegis. The dagger comes through, doesn't matter.
It's huge. It's also
Now
like
the-
a first Aegis you don't have to deal with on Spectre or Leshrac, which would be
Yeah,
really
exactly. Rather terrifying. And now they're going to smoke up with 10 seconds left on the arena, so looking to start a
monkeys.
fight right away. And yeah, monkeys, they don't even go for the tree line, not going to risk it. Throw down the arena, they want their free kill first. On to the side, push back any potential saves.
Double
Again,
kill.
not going to go for the ulti, he knows it's just on himself anyway, plus it's level 1, so he doesn't want the 2-minute cooldown. And his own death, I suppose, in a way, does help Boris get out of there, but quick clap back there from Quincy crew.
Playing Oracle versus Spectre is such a nightmare. Instantly gets gone on with Haunt, Diffusal Blade, Manta style, and then he's like, do I ult myself or just... Yeah, I think he was trying to maybe ult Lifestealer there, so Lifestealer could just like go in, but he just took the death. However, some spells are on cooldown now. This could be an opening for Radiant. Eventually go at that mid tower.
Radiant's top
They're gonna
tower
find
is
the
under
Mars.
attack.
No arrow though.
Looks like they should be able to, maybe, oh, the creeps are coming through. The arrow's not there for a second. Oh, he does hit it though.
The vessel.
Fleet has one more lead too, yeah, and the vessel as well. Oh, Fleet, how bad do you want it? I mean, he hit the Yules the whole time too, so good thing he did not die for that
Dire's
level. So
middle
just trying to bring him in
tower
a
is
little bit
under
further.
attack.
They will
Dire's
finally get some
structures are
more damage
fortified.
onto this tower and hopefully clean it up. Glyph or not, it's not going to matter.
Dire's
they're not gonna try and
middle
defend here from
tower
Quincy
is
crew, of
no
course.
more.
Yeah, wait till Haunt. It's really important that they find this Oracle early in fights. That can really be the difference maker for them. Oracle finds, you know, somehow, you know, gets to actually use his spells in a fight. Which I know he thinks this blink. Maybe, I mean, maybe you can blink like...
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like the Haunt goes and then you get the blink off before you get hit, but seems unlikely.
Yeah, that would work because it's not a Radiance one either.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a little bit risky perhaps.
Kill.
Oh, manages to miss. Actually, does connect on Quinn in the back. They will instantly break Imperium though. Arena already spreading out the fight, but the arrow does result in the death of Quinn, so that kind of makes sense from the end. MSS also taunted in there. Can't get a save on himself now. Going to grab on the LOA. He has the golem. He does not want to drop with the numbers they've already lost here, but he does go for it at the end because you are stuck in the middle of them. I annihilate way in the back with another injury. This guy just keeps flying them like they're haste runes, and he's S4.
They're gonna go in again.
Yeah, once more there on the LOA. Of course, nothing left of the tank this time. He's gonna get called down by Monkeys Forever.
Has no time for all this
Looking good.
jibber
Feels
jabber.
bad man for the Oracle, but you know the team is doing well, so can't be too disappointed with that fight.
You know, they had that ward up on the pillar again, too.
Yeah, some of these high ground wards are so broken. Like, look how much vision this ward gives. Like,
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
basically at the
tower
Roach
is
pit,
under
and
attack.
then-
Dire's
that's pretty
structures
absurd.
are fortified.
Because of that, too, that they saw that Quinn got clipped with that arrow in the back. And they're able to they just see he's like fully stunned up back there and get that big jump. Down bottom now, a Yules and a spear on the TP
Lucky
complete from
shot.
Quinn for the easy cleanup.
oh yeah, Laylas is actually really farmed on this Mars. I know I mentioned that sometimes this hero turns into a glorified support, but he's found a way to keep up in the farm. And
Dire's
that
middle
almost got a
tower is
BKB, which is
under
a
attack.
huge item for him.
Yeah, oh, in the back, MSS, the Haunt, as well as the Vendetta into the stun, instantly take down I Annihilate. Now they want to move on to Monkeys. Oh, Boris does pop the Rage, so then they turn back onto him when that ends.
Yo.
This is
The two of them are
the
just trying to
double
escape together,
kill.
but maybe they can do it. I don't know. They'll be supporting. There's only two left on the team. All their eggs in one basket, and it's a bloody one. As the Aegis will utilize. They drop the ward down before they die or something.
MSS.
Okay, all right. There's one. He's got the Satanic. Maybe he's got some plays here. I don't know if this is your RTZ Lifestealer highlights, perhaps, but that's a long stun on the spear, so he's not going to get off anything.
Yeah, he's actually got a Satanic. I've seen this item build a couple times from carries, especially when they don't feel like they need a BKB. Kind of a, you know, a Satanic is back. It wasn't really picked up too much last patch. He's got it. It, you know, would have worked a little bit
Dire's top
better there
tower
if
is under
teammates
attack.
you know, didn't all die instantly.
Yeah, I find my fights often go better when that happens.
I must have them
He was
all.
like the only, you know, 1 versus 5 at the end there. Fortunately.
do love the way they're using this Mars though, with like the boots of travel early on Quinn and the haunts. It's what's really enabling him to not fall back into that support.
Radiant's top tower is under
He can just
attack.
like keep getting these free setups anytime someone's alone on the map, and as well as I guess the global movement of MSS too, where
Radiant's
he's
top
trying to
tower is
help
no more.
figure out exactly what they're up to. They have
Yeah.
another deep ward here too, placed by LOA.
Nyx and Mars are just hunting this game.
Oh, look at this smoke gonna get popped. Oh, MSS left. Yeah, popped right away on the ward. Sweet smoke. That was short-lived.
Smoking without lifestealer seems a little sus. So maybe it's for the best that they didn't go there.
Still have the golems there as well, so things swinging back pretty hard in favor of Quincy crew.
A tithe to the impurities.
So the next Roach may respawn in about 2.5 minutes here. Maybe another chance for TOOBASED to take a fight and try and rein a little bit more control back their way, but as noted, you know, it's a Spectre lineup, so the later and later things go, and the less and less control you have, and a little bit tough.
It depends. Like you can catch Dire's lineup, you know, with their ults down, and if Roche spawns at, you know, a very timely spawn, they've got a DD now on Nyx. Like, could be a game changer. They get another Aegis on Lifestealer. They also get the Ag Shard off the second Roche, which is pretty good on Lifestealer. Gives him his open wound spell, which is pretty solid.
See if they also get the coveted neutral item of the spider legs.
All right, Haunts up. They're smoking.
Really farming. Oh, Annihilate might be the one to get it. And he is under sentry, but it doesn't matter. Not enough time for him to react. Well, save from the false promise though, but it all comes through godlike already for Yuar as it drives back the raiding team. They got Forrest. He's backed up there. Trying to find his way out. He's healing. Monkeys comes in. Two-man call. They're on to Quinn. Oh, they can almost switch go, but the Impale comes up from MSS. He's getting back to the Bloodstone heal. Quinn's alive. Throws out the lightning. And then back into Forrest. Oh, it looked like he was going to turn and burn. But a nice save from MSS comes through. My bad, says Monkeys, and Lelis. He's got another spear here. We'll see if he can make a miracle happen. Oh, he's even got a Yule soon here too. The BKB has to be used from Annihilate to survive. Oh, what a timely bash there from Yuar to help save Quinn.
Yeah, this is the timing where, you know, Spectre doesn't really look that bad against Lifestealer once he gets items like this. Really just a basher, all the difference. And then Lifestealer's mana
Radiant's
gets
bottom
drained, so
tower is under attack.
he didn't actually have mana to use Infest on anybody.
The nice thing about Spectre too is one of the heroes that wasn't hurt as hard by the abyssal changes. You know, you shouldn't want to rush or anything. It's like another free spear on Annihilate, but with the lack of the jump anymore on the item, it's something that at least you can upgrade to and not feel terrible about on Spectre potentially. Is your haunt skill anyway? Monkeys, another call on the Quinn.
Take us.
It doesn't have the cooldown back or the mana available for that Bloodstone.
Win myself.
Dropping low once more.
Tower is under
You are
attack.
12, 0, and 7. Well, they'll move back towards the buildings and start taking some objectives while they're up here.
Yeah, really clean game from Yuar. I don't think I've seen him make really any major mistakes at all.
Draft is just so cohesive. Like everything just makes sense. Every hero plays into the other. It has that nice solid foundation of the Warlock and the Mars that you can like set your whole game around, but then on top of that you get the layers of the global reach and the scouting from the Nyx Assassin. As well as just very good team fighting too with that they've performed with their combos.
Yeah, when I think of Flea, I always think of him playing Mirana, Earthshaker, or maybe Shadow Shaman. However, I don't think that Mirana or Shadow Shaman are like the best 4 positions this patch, and it's something they went to right away with their team. Right? They went Mirana, Void Spirit, I think, and he had a decent early game, but it's like Mirana's kind of a laner, and when Axe does the wave cutting, there's not really a great place for Mirana to go.
Yeah,
and as a result, like he gets really underfarmed.
I still like Mirana with how much I'm seeing her and everything, but I would agree that in terms of like the pairing, like that's not what she usually succeeds with. She wants someone she can play with a lot, not someone who wants to be by themselves.
Action here.
Yeah, no rage in time there. And the Fury, he is nowhere nearby. He's zoned way back in the river. There won't be a save.
Reduce to
Leave
your
Monkeys
elements.
forever there too. Flea hops into the trees to try and flee his way back home, and he will get there. self-fuels, I believe, there from Lelis. Trying to
Radiant's
cast something
middle
there, I'm sure.
barracks are under attack.
All right, so Quincy Crew are going to take a set of racks here. They could also maybe potentially push bottom, or they can go back for
Radiant's middle
Roche,
barracks
which
are
does
under
spawn in
attack.
5 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see how bold they're
Radiant's
feeling.
middle
I'm sure they,
barracks
you know,
has
from our
fallen.
perspective, they can pretty easily take bottom, I would say. But it depends on how safe they're feeling. I mean, they're still holding the golem. The arena's back in 15
Radiant's
or so.
bottom tower
As
is no more.
KB set there too, so
Radiant's bottom barracks
I
are
can
under
appreciate the
attack.
confidence
Bottom
here. They also have the
barracks has
solar crest
fallen.
now to help with their pushing.
Dire's
Flashback
top
wasn't fast
tower
enough.
is under attack.
UR will be hitting a
Bottom
little bit
barracks has
faster,
fallen.
and now they'll leave. Happy with 2 lanes.
What do you think of this Warlock shard?
Pretty damn good. I also like the Holy Locket. I've been seeing that a lot on the Warlock too.
I've actually seen a couple Holy Lockets this patch as well. I saw it on Dying, and then I also saw it on Winter Wyvern. That was actually pretty good. The freeze, it was significant amount of HP being healed.
Yeah, I've seen it on Witch Doctrine a couple of games too. It looks pretty good. I mean, the build-up feels nice.
to the impurities.
I did note that even with the shard on Warlock, it's not worth skipping. I tried it one game. I regretted it big time.
Oh
Definitely
my
just go for the
God.
golem on death. I know it was a mistake. I had to know how
Talk about
broken the
it.
heal could get.
An hour of your life you'll never get back.
Yeah. It was a major throw.
You lost?
Yeah, no, I lost, and we were like totally owning too. So then I took that Talon, and I think I got like 2 more golebs off that game.
You got cursed.
I
Allies
did, yeah. It was
disappear.
deserved. I have no
Okay,
regrets.
so Radiant's about to die. They're trying to contest Roche, but there's no one in the pit.
Maybe they get the big annihilation here.
Oh,
I know. He's still holding the infest. Now he hops out. Stun there, but there's the golem down on top, still holding the arena. But the arrow, it comes through. They caught Lilith, but no one's targeting him. They're trying to pick up Ella away instead. But now Quinn, fight the arena now does drop both. Get Tyrion. Don't use his ulti though. But boys, dropping low will fall. Some good things for them in that fight, but unfortunately it won't be enough to take a victory at this point, as they will call GG.
Radiant's double kill.
Pretty clinical victory, not an outright stop everywhere,
Come on.
but
There were some moments for Radiant. They made some plays. They didn't just